Hi, this is John C. Robinson, and this video will help communicate the work I am doing as a Together Green Fellow in 2012 as part of my project Connecting Inner City Kids to the Great Outdoors. I'd like to mention that this project was made possible through funding from Toyota and the vision of the National Audubon Society. My Together Green project is fairly unique in that it takes place on opposite sides of the country. My goal with this project is to introduce 1,000 kids to nature during 2012, approximately 500 in Northern California and 500 in Central Ohio. In Ohio, my work was intended to benefit and target the programs ongoing at the Grange Insurance Audubon Center. This video will talk about the accomplishments we made at the Grange Insurance Audubon Center this year. As a little bit of background, I wanted to use this fellowship as a means by which I could create an environmental starter kit, consisting not only of my book, Birding for Everyone, but other educational tools and resources provided by the center, and then deliver these starter kits to underserved youth and young adults in California and Ohio. The Grange Insurance Audubon Center is located within the 94-acre Scioto Audubon Metro Park, just a 10-minute walk away from downtown Columbus, Ohio. Its environmentally green building is an 18,400 square foot facility built from recycled construction materials. Anyone who has spent time at the center will recognize and appreciate that it is a popular destination for school children, and the sight of a group of young boys and girls going out to study the wildlife, plants, and aquatic organisms is a common one throughout the year. Ironically, Tori Strickland, one of the educators at the Grange Insurance Audubon Center, is also one of the members of the 2012 Together Green Fellows. She plans to go to 6 Southside Columbus schools and work with a group of interested students at each school to create bird-friendly habitat at the schools. The objective here is to get the kids interested in birding and show them what they can do to attract and care for birds in an urban environment. Part of the funding provided by my project will be used to purchase pre-made bird feeders and birdhouses, as well as materials to teach the students how to make these bird feeders and birdhouses. This project will commence in September 2012 and will reach nearly 100 school kids. In addition, I also plan to work with the center to distribute the environmental starter kits through another Together Green project, this one administered by Education and Conservation Director Amy Boyd. This project would partner with other youth-serving agencies to bring students to the center for an after-school program focused on removal of invasive species and habitat restoration. Other family events at the center, such as Birdfest, International Migratory Bird Day, Green Student, Trick or Treat, Father Nature, or the Great Backyard Bird Count, will also benefit from my environmental starter kit. All total, we hope to reach nearly 500 students and/or young adults over the next 12 to 18 months. I asked Tori Strickland what the environmental starter kit would mean to the center, and this is what she had to say. Okay, Tori, why don't you tell us a little bit about the background and history of the Grange Insurance Audubon Center?
The Grange Insurance Audubon Center was open August of 2009, and basically is a restoration project in partnership with the National Audubon Society, Metro Park, the Columbus Metro Park, and as well as the City of Columbus. And basically the agreement was that we would all work together and restore this habitat for the migratory birds that move through here. So we are in a designated important bird area, and all the restoration work we do is to increase the habitat and conserve some of the bird species that we have moving through the park.
Okay, and what's your primary role here at the center?
I am a full-time educator, and so I am responsible for all of the school partnership programs, all of the single-day visits, kind of field trip programs during the week, and also any special events on the weekends, and coordinating any other outside kind of educational events then. And also partner camps with inner city youth as well as other organizations and schools during the summer.
Okay, great. Well, as you know, we got the Together Green grant this year, and we were able to publish 500 copies of the book Birding for Everyone.
Yeah.
So we're using that here as part of an environmental starter kit at the Grange Insurance Audubon Center. Can you talk a little bit about how you see the book being integrated with some of the work that you're doing here?
The book would definitely be useful. I think that it has a lot of useful tools where we're planning on, encouraging our teachers to use it, read it, and use it as kind of a supplement for some of the things that we do here at the center, and have them be more prepared, content-wise, and just in terms of what we're hoping to instill in some of their students. And so having them read it and have them be prepared will be a very useful tool, I believe, for us, as well as having our students read it as well. So we're going to use it with some of our campers, as well as to encourage participation and behavior and things like that with our classroom students, using it as kind of a reward, and having them be able to read it and participate in some of the activities and some of the ideas that are also in the book. I think will also be just all around kind of a good back tie-in into all the things and conservation work we're doing here at the center.
Okay. What would you say is the biggest challenge to getting inner city kids connected to nature and the outdoors?
I would think that it would probably be, I think for most places, it's probably proximity. Our center is unique in that we are placed right in the heart of a major city, but I know with a lot of places, even additional places that our students even go to, it's a longer bus ride, and it's more money, different things like that for them to be able to have access to those kind of programs. So proximity is definitely one, and also it is just a different audience, and just having the adequate teaching staff and everything like that, people that are able to connect and be able to bring the attention and draw the connection of what is happening in their neighborhoods to what's happening in their environment, because priorities are sometimes different within different audiences. And so being able to draw the connection and get them to personally delve themselves into the ideas and find their own place within it, I believe sometimes is a challenge, but it's also a very fun and an interesting one that also challenges the educator at the same time.
How important do you think that role models and mentors are to really motivate the kids to really take a motivated interest in exploring nature and the outdoors?
Role models are very important. I mean, I see it every day when we teach, just with the way the students interact with the teachers that we have here, with myself or Miss Allison or even Miss Karen and Miss Mindy. I see the way that they interact with those kind of things, with those kind of models. And even when we take them to see the bird banding, a lot of them usually will say that we always ask them if they want to do a job in science before that, and you'll have 2 or 3 hands, and then they'll go see what Miss Ann does, which is really unique in terms of being a biologist and a conservationist at the same time. And then when we come back and we ask the same question, everyone in the room has their hand up, because it's just when you have someone model some of these different what you think that you know about something in a really positive and encouraging way, that then I think you definitely are able to connect with a part of that student that may be interested but may be kind of on the fence or maybe uninterested, but you're able to touch on something in them that interests them in that way, especially if it's in a positive way.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that's so exciting about the work that you're doing, that I'm doing, and also about the book itself, and that when you open the book, you see different role models that I've interviewed too, of how they got started in birds and nature. So I want to really thank you for taking the time to talk to us today about how you're using the book, and any last words for people in the future who might be thinking about doing projects like this at their Audubon Center?
I would just say, if you have an idea, just do it. I mean, you have a great idea with the book and getting that out. Grange Insurance Audubon Center and National Audubon Society and Columbus Metro Parks, everyone who's involved in this project had a great idea with putting this place where it is and the programs that we do here. So I feel like it's just all about innovation at this point. And just, if you have a really good idea, go with it, get the right backing, and try something new and different. Everything, if it's new and different, sometimes it can be scary, but it also can be very exciting. So hope someone that does that.
All right, thank you then.
Thank you.